We're in the city of Hsinchu. I had a little film in this market we're just riding through. I try and avoid her. No, I'm not trying to avoid her. She was absolutely gorgeous, lovely lady who was dancing with everybody. She wanted to dance with me. The morning coffee from PX Mart. And we just, I don't know the town we're in, but this market's right next to us. Really lively. It's early morning, well, getting towards midday. It's bedlam, eh? But in a good way. So all up and down these streets are fresh food markets. Now, great mover. Beautiful. She's sweet, isn't she? No, I gotta go. Oi, oi. She's got lovely moves. I've got to go to 7-Eleven. I've got to go to 7. Thank you. No, I gotta go. She's crazy. I gotta sneak back past her. She's a lot of fun. No. No.
Boss.
Your boss? She's a good mover, huh? My wife is here. Beautiful. Thank you. 谢谢. Oh, beautiful. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wow, she's a heap of fun. She's the boss of the store, so she's giving me some fruit. You don't want to know, Michelle.
I send you off to film, not to buy.
I didn't buy.
Oh.
You'll see in the video. And then we're just going to cycle around a little bit. See what's nice in Hsinchu. It's a lovely little local Taiwanese town. City, I think. But there's markets left and right of me. Market stalls. Nice fresh smells, good smells. Everyone's got these little carts outside where they're selling stuff because it's Saturday morning. Ni hao. Lady, even there, she just wants to say hello, hello. So yes, last night we got a much better sleep, and that's a whole new story. I'm going to do a live stream, go into great detail about what happened last night. So you can always ask me if the link's not down below if you want to know, but it's way too much just to talk about in a vlog. It'd be too long. It was interesting, and we did get a good and long, I'd say 12 hours sleep almost, probably on and off. I mean, it wasn't constant. This is Hsinchu. Very typical Taiwanese little city. Got all the lights you can see. You don't see this anywhere else. Look at how many signs are hanging up on the side. Very indicative of this part of the world. Moving over to the left here. We've got a left turn. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. Probably on a bicycle it might not be. In Australia this is what you would do. most parts of Europe. But this is a little dodgy. Come on, guys. Put my hand up, see if we can get over. This guy on this motorbike's checking out our rig. We must look quite the sight. I don't see anybody else fully kitted out for touring on a bike going through these cities. I haven't seen anyone else kitted out like this going through the country. I do need one of those bike holders. We need two things. We need is something to hold the phone a little bit better and something to keep the sun off our faces. So good morning to everyone. What are you doing? Are you doing anything as crazy as this? I hope so. We are getting some strange looks. It was lovely yesterday when it was absolutely pouring with rain. We were soaked through our skin. Literally everything was drenched. And a little motor scooter came alongside us and the lady handed us 2 packets of honey. She said she was a beekeeper. So sweet. I hope I got it on video. And I had that honey this morning, just a little bit, just a little squeeze, because it's like almost a toothpaste dispenser. Look at this lady with her 2 children. Crash helmets on. All the children going to school by the looks of it. So we've got the next stage of our map planned out. Took us 2 days to do the first stage, which is understandable since we haven't ridden a bike, and also the first day we didn't start till late in the afternoon. There's very limited daylight at the moment. So we did pretty well to do a whole section of the cycle in a day and a half. Today we've got another big section. I don't think we're going to be able to do it because both of us are aching. Very strong wind today, quite a storm in the air. And hopefully it's not going to be like yesterday where it rained for a good 5 hours of our journey available. Now the nice thing about pedal bikes is they're allowed on the encouraged on the pavements. So we can just pop up here, get away from the traffic a moment. Police car there, he won't give us any trouble because he knows we're all in the good. So quite a lot of people have said this is very pretty.
Your destination will be on the left.
So this is the Changhe family temple. Let's walk down and have a little look, Michelle. Okay, not sure what they're doing. Hello, ni hao. Ni hao, hello everybody. Thank you, thank you. I wonder if I put my bike just here. But what's quite nice about our bikes is we've got these little packs that make the front heavy, but if you take it off, we can keep all our valuables in here. Normally I have the strap out. So I've got all my camera accessories in here. And whilst there is a lot of stuff in the big bags that would be disastrous if we were to lose them, here is the most important bag. Look at this place. So temples around the world from different families, and this is a Cheng family temple. There's a similar one in Penang actually, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that, huge. I mean, it's not something that could be worn by one person, but it's just a big gold embroidered dress to put on that statue. It may be for ceremonial purposes used. I'm sure it is actually. Wow, Smells beautiful in here as well. There's incense. And people come and they donate nuts and fruits. And this is all beautiful paperwork. So this is gold paperwork, origami of a sort. I think these are little offerings, little packs that you can use for burning offerings. And you would probably give a donation to take one of these. Ah, yes, over here. So here's a little offering area. How gorgeous. I mean, I can't really do justice. The ceiling is all done in gold leaf. Another little glass cabinet with a little gold embroidered statue in there. Okay. Look at that. Carved in stone. Big dragon with hooved, a hooved dragon. It was half horse, half dragon. This little well with fish and money. You can put money into the well. Oh. There we go. Make a wish. I'm not telling you what it was. Oh, okay.
3.
3 is what?
Yeah.
Look, we'll have a look. What is on 3? Let's give it a try. I've never been in a temple with an elevator before. Okay, so we're on the 3rd floor. It's like a little museum. In this lovely wood paneling here. Beautifully carved. This little room here. Okay, so this is why we came to the 3rd floor. There's a beautiful bronze, or not bronze, maybe cast metal bell here. Doors are gorgeous, aren't they? Painted. These look like Taoist. I'm not sure, people probably can correct me, but they look like some of the gods.
There is a little information on these, so maybe we can get a photograph as well.
Maybe. I think people can just take up the beauty of this. Here's a lovely little carrying. So there's a little trading pot. So I don't know if these big pots would have been carried over the shoulder. They just seem too elaborate, almost maybe for royal ceremonies. What do they call those where they carry, or is it a chamber pot? Maybe somebody can tell us. Sedan? No, a sedan. Sedan chair? Yeah, it looks like a sedan chair because actually, no, look, it is a sedan chair because it has the links in the side for the poles to go through. So it's a little royal sedan chair. Very pretty. This place is absolutely amazing. So this musical section here, musical instruments, little horns, a little set of drums and some cymbals. Along here, you've got ink presses, so these are some sort of ink presses to do printing on the side, maybe of fabrics. These are the little wooden bells, almost like a cowbell. This is a whip, I think. So here you can see it's a whip with a snake's head. Well, worth coming up to the 3rd floor. Highly recommend it. Another sedan chair here. You can see these 2 stirrup type things here was where the wooden poles would go through, and then the person could be carried. And often this little stool here would be used so while they were being carried aloft, that could be put down for them to step 1, 2 down. So the 4, or depending on how many people were carrying the noble person, or put the little stool down. I think that's the idea. It could actually be just something for also sitting up and signing your autograph. Aha, okay, these look almost real, don't they? Super. Now we're entrusting our bikes and all our bags downstairs. I hope they're all right. Could be an abrupt end to the journey, but I think so. Taiwanese people are very honest. So here's a sort of courtroom of musicians and actors. Look at that. It's a beautiful day bed that would have all cushions on there, and you could sit, maybe sleep there even in the evening, but I think it's a day like a lounger. Now we've got some kitchen equipment, some little bronze artifacts, little bronze kettles. This is like almost well, it is a shaved ice machine, so for making, but an old shaved ice machine. These are packs for possibly rice, and these are, I would say, like butter pats, but they may be for making moon cakes also. But they're definitely for imprinting some sort of foods. And this actually looks like a little pillow. I know it's probably not, but they often had the pillows on little stands to make them easy for carrying. This is definitely a rice basket. It's probably got several layers inside it, almost like a tiffin. Hello. Yeah. There's some nice pieces of furniture for ceremony furniture. A nice set of chairs, possibly just for a waiting area. Photograph of those bikes. How beautiful do they look? We get the panniers on those, Michelle. They've got front and rear racks. I'm assuming our bikes are all safe. Nobody is going to move them. Well worth the stop, I think, Michelle. Do you like it?
Very good, yeah.
Normally you go out of the door this side and go in on that side. That's the way I understand it. And the bikes are still here and all intact. Hope you enjoyed that little detour. I just got the name confirmed by this lovely lady here. Hsinchu Market, the Hsinchu Chang Family Temple. Are you ready, Michelle? We've got a long journey. So Hsinchu is a nice little town. We found the people to be super friendly and smiling and interacting. It's really nice. And we were just going along this very long and straight and slightly downhill towards the coast. It's a very nice road. There's been whole big sections where we've just freewheeled. Quite pleasant. And it's overcast. There's a feeling of a storm in the air, maybe. I hope not. And everybody we meet speaks smiles and hellos, quite often in English. We are heading down right towards the coast, and then there's quite a long section on the coast. And today, Michelle and I have decided, just because of the way we were feeling this morning, but we'll see how it goes, that we're probably going to stop early.
Now take a side
We
right.
don't want to do what we did last night.
Just go straight.
So we are going right down here, it seems to say, Michelle.
In 40 meters, continue straight on Mei Shan Lu.
Okay.
Follow this way for 350 meters.
Route 1. So this is our coastal route. You see the sign there, Route 1.
Follow this way for 4.4 kilometers.
4.4 kilometers. There's a guy selling squid there. A lot of people with electric bikes going along here. So this is nice.
Too windy.
4 or 5 kilometers on this waterfront road, I hope. So only about 900 kilometers, 800 kilometers to go. These are the local bikes you can rent. And here ahead of us are 2 little electric bikes. So yeah, everybody's out for the day on their bicycles. Michelle and I are on day 3, 2.5, I guess, Michelle, is it? And every day getting stronger, maybe? Or getting weaker. Oh yeah, yesterday was horrendous. I mean, to be honest, most people would have given up after the first 2 hours or so of rain. But we were cycling into the night. It was pitch black. So yesterday we pulled up to a play park, didn't we?
Yeah, I love Daxi, Daxo.
Oh no, not that one, the play park where we were going to camp.
Ah, yeah, in the dark.
Michelle's just remembered. So we rocked up to this children's play park in the city when we were really desperate. I mean, we were tired, we were wet, and we thought, well, a play park's always a good place. And it had a big area of grass, flat grass, quite away from the children's play park. And we took the bikes over there and started to unpack to put the tent up, and suddenly
The floodlights came on.
literally, wasn't it? It's like the whole field lit up like a Christmas tree. And we realised
Ni hao.
we weren't going to be able to camp there. I mean, now it was just like being in the middle of the main city with the whole park lit up. It was about 5 or 6 o'clock. So the sun went down really early. It was so by 4:30 it was quite dark, wasn't it?
It was. I don't know if that was because of the storm.
I don't know. Maybe the sunlight is slowing down. Anyway, so that was funny.
I dropped behind you because we've got some double widths coming.
So look, these are electric. These little gondola bikes are electric, and people are obviously hiring them out and coming along here. Hello. So it was actually a little bit deflating as well, because we were ready to camp anyway. We're so tired. We've been cycling. We did about 60 or 70 kilometers yesterday. And that meant we were back stuck, so we had to keep going, and then it took us quite a while to find a place for the night. These are fast little four-wheelers. So I was just saying, Michelle, it was a bit deflating, so we had to then cycle on, and it was getting a bit harrowing, wasn't it, really?
Yeah,
we were starting to think we really couldn't find anywhere to stop. And then we ended up going into I went into a wooded area, and I got lost. Real Hansel and Gretel like. I got lost in this because there were so many turns, and I couldn't find my way back to Michelle, but I did establish that there were possible camping sites. Stay line on, we'll take the high road this time. So we see, nobody's going to do it for us. They can see we're touring, but this is why we like to just occasionally stand our ground. We rarely do it, Michelle and I, but nobody does it for us. It gets very frustrating. This is a very non-British, non-Australian So where was I? I got a little sidetracked.
You were Hansel and Gretel lost.
Hadn't left any little crumbs to find my way back, and I was actually, it was pitch dark, but I saw there was this open field area, definitely somewhere we could camp. So then I had to find my way back to Michelle, and I was getting a bit worried because I was gone quite a long time. What were you thinking, Michelle?
Well, I just thought maybe you were still exploring. Maybe I was hoping that you'd found somewhere and you were just checking it out properly.
And I was worried she'd actually come after me because I'd gone for such a long time, and I couldn't. Everywhere I turned, there were like homeless little houses in the woods, so they were clearly sort of illegal little cabins and things in the woods. Not the best area, but once you got past that, it was good, and that's where we found a nice big open patch.
Automatic replanning is turned off.
Okay.
Take a look at the map.
And why is she taking us this way? So this is where the tour doesn't make sense sometimes.
You are back on the tour. Navigation will now.
Shall we stay on the road? It wants us to. There's a bit of a loop there.
Is it? Okay, we can stay on the road.
I don't know if I like the road, but I'm not
There's big trucks. How much of a loop?
Let me see this road. You stay a little back for me.
Yeah.
If I turn around, we're going back. I have no idea. Well, it is No, it's not a good cycle route. That's not clever.
Yeah, we'll stay on the path, yeah?
Yeah, we'll stay on the path. It's a little bit longer, but that's madness to go along there. I don't know if you caught it in the camera, but it looked like it went into a cycle lane, but it was just big dotted lines on and there was a big articulated truck there. Not happy about that. Hello. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
So,
I just say quickly,
yeah.
I'm glad we're going this way and not the other way, because we're into the wind going the other way.
Because there is a hell of a wind. And to be honest, from walking the entire joggle against the wind, we know how hard it is. Really horrible to be into the wind.
Automatic rebranding is turned off. Take a look at the map.
She doesn't want us to go this way, but we're this way. We're with all the other cyclists. There we go. It's just a little detour.
This is pretty.
I think we're back. No,
Yeah.
not quite back on. So for today, an executive decision that Michelle and I are going to stop earlier if we can. If we see somewhere that really appeals, we're going to stop. We've got a little fruit, got a little ice, got water, so we can do if we choose to. So let's see. I think she's about to tell us we're on the wrong route again.
You left the tour. Automatic replanning is turned off.
She
Take
is.
a look at the map.
There wasn't an exit. There wasn't access to the road there, was there?
No.
I think she wants us on the main road, which is a little
Well, we're not going on the main road if we can help
annoying.
it.
No advantage. It goes a long way along this road, though. Anyway, so we might film a little bit more if we find a spot. Otherwise, join us in the next episode, day 4, 3.5. Cycling the island of Taiwan. Say goodbye, Michelle.
Bye.
I really struggled to find a sleeping spot. Not the best kept stopping spot. Oops, and there's a spider. Hopefully he's not on me and he's still up there. Okay, spider's webs. Nobody else has walked up here this morning. Time Michelle and I buggered off. We've got to get our morning coffee.